Hello, and welcome to my channel. First started off this way. Heavenly Father, thank you for another day. Thank you for all the blessings that you give, the blessings I should receive. Thank you for the trials and tribulations that you put me through. I ask you to guide us and protect us in Jesus' name. Let's say amen. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Vanessa. I have a candle business called Angel Vision Candles. I started YouTube a while ago. First I was doing it for play, then I was doing it like, oh my god, everybody getting paid for YouTube. I want to get paid. But then now, it's hard getting paid on YouTube unless you start buying stuff and whatnot. But I'm doing it for like a diary now, to talk to people, tell you about my life, help me as I go on my spiritual journey. I was always raised up in church and had to read the Bible Saturday morning with my grandma. But I felt like they was, not say force me, because I was young and didn't really think about God and whatnot, but I always had him with me, all my life. Yes, I did some turns that maybe wasn't the path that he chose, and I met somebody and I started really going to God. He don't believe in God, and I was like, I feel like in a relationship, in a friendship, wherever you do in your life, you need to bring God, needs to be front center. And I just felt like I had a purpose in this life, and what was my purpose, and what was the purpose of me and him meeting and coming to my life. Garcia as my husband, yes. I pray that God has sent the man that I prayed for, I asked for. Also, I asked him to make me into the woman that he prayed for. Well, he don't pray, but he needs to pray for. But yeah, I started my spiritual journey, and like I said, I was always raised in church, but I'm really getting to know God. And when I say God, I'll be so happy to hear a word. I watched this pastor, Jerry Flowers, and you have Will, and you have Isaac. It's a whole bunch of them. And when I tell you, God worked through them and speak a word, they just a vessel, And I'm just so thankful that I came past that, because it makes me really understand God. We always think about God as a blessing, a blessing, a blessing. But woo, that man, that man was a man. But I'm so thankful, and I've been through so much, and like I said, I just feel like everything I've been through was preparing me for all the blessings I'm about to have. So come with me as I find my purpose in life. Yes. Be blessed.